And it is Java with Joe. Hello NCCA members, it is Java with Joe again. I have a tip that's a little longer than some of the others, so I'm just going to jump right into it. So this is about networking. When I had doctors in my office, and I had a couple of other offices, and I would bring doctors in and I would train them to network in the community. So I want to share some of those steps. The first thing you have to do is commit to get out of your office, go to the community, don't wait for them to come to you. Get out, whether it's to a meeting, whether it's just going out into a shop, anything that it takes to get out and meet someone. Once you have a conversation begun, and that part is where some people get tripped up, but it's easy. If you're in a business, ask about their business. And once you have some rapport established where you've asked them about them, you don't just jump into you ask about them, you hand them a card and you tell them, well, I just want you to know where I am and what I do, so here's one of my cards, or here's a flyer for an event that I'm having, or here's a brochure about my practice. Every time you hand someone a card, it normally will be a reflex for them to reach and give you a card. That's what you want. And if they don't, then you can say, well, do you have a card on you? And hopefully they will reach for one or give you something with their contact information on it. The key thing is to make sure they have something from you and that you have their contact information. You get back to the office and you write them a handwritten personal note with another one of your cards inside, and you send it to them. Now what you're doing is you're touching them a second time in a very personal way, and you're burning into their memory who you are, what you do, and where you are. Then you add their address to your database. So maybe you add them to your newsletter. Maybe you send out some kind of special mailing for an event you're having. But what you're doing then is repeatedly touching a group of people. If you meet one person every day, at the end of a month, you've got 30 people that you're touching repeatedly. Over time, it only takes a conversion rate of just a few percent and your practice will start to build. This isn't an overnight sensation. It's a way to build a solid base for your practice. I encourage you, get out and network. Make sure you give a card, get a card, come back, write a note, put it in your database, follow up. It's Java with Joe. Hope it helps.